Hi everyone, I hope you're good guys. Today new video about what I've called Plucky Pitched Synth. It's kind of, this short percussive synth kind of sound, and where we're gonna apply a pitch envelope to give this nice kind of tone. So this track is perfect either if you do like industrial techno or more melodic techno. I'm gonna show you different kind of example and you're gonna see what I'm talking about. Alright, so you can get as well this kind of noisy effect that's very specific. And if you are more into melodic techno, you can as well get this kind of brassy sound. Alright, so let's dig into this. It's a pretty simple rack, but actually, as you can see, you can really gain different kind of sound. So one thing important, don't forget to put reverb, delay, saturation after that, otherwise it will sound very dry. You can use my industrial synth FX rack, which works just fine. Alright, just to boost the thing a little bit up, give some space. And so let's dig inside. So it's just analog rack basically, and as a plucky synth, you need like your system down either for your amplitude envelope or your filter envelope, and you usually need very fast attack and very short decay and release. But obviously this kind of parameter you can make them evolve along the track, that's why I've assigned to macro. But yeah, putting the system down like this, you got something percussive. So second things, it's the pitch envelope. So that's what's gonna really define the different kind of effect you can get. And there is one thing you need to be careful of, is like a very slight variation of this to macro really affect the sound. When I was starting interesting myself about sound design, I kind of neglect this pitch envelope because I couldn't make it sounding great. And the thing is, because you really need to be careful, and like a very like slight changement can completely change the tone. So you have the pitch effect, which is basically gonna control the pitch envelope initial, which set the starting pitch of the oscillator in relation of its final value. So here it's gonna go from low to high, and if you go the other way, your oscillator pitch gonna go to high to low. And then you have the time, which is correspond of how long it takes to go down. But you can see like 32% sound like this, and 48%, which is just 16% more, is already different. And so that modify a lot just by slight value, but the pitch time as well can completely change. So that's why it's like a simple rack, but you can get a really different kind of tone, is because these two parameters can allow you to have a very big variety of sound. And that's what's great about this rack. And then the first macro I didn't talk about is just waveform, which is you can allow you to change the waveform of your oscillator, which is affecting by the pitch envelope. So you have obviously sawtooth, square. So one thing with the square one, I put down the width to 0, so which is mean like you kind of get a very weak sound, but because of it's a plucky synth and it's usually playing the eye, you don't really need to have a low frequency, but if you want to make a plucky low sound, put the width up and you get something a bit more interesting. And yeah, you can even go further and change the thing, but that's up to you. Then we have this macro controlling the filter. So there is envelope obviously applying to the filter to get this percussive sound to accentuate the plucky effect. You know, you need like an envelope around 4. You can always make up higher like you like, but so that's really great to add variation along the track. And I recommend as well to play with the resonance. If you want something sounding a bit more acid, you go upper. If you want something normal, around 30% is nice. Then you have attack, decay, release, which is speak by itself, is controlling. If you want something a bit more brassy sound, you crank up the attack a little bit around 60. Let me just take. But if you want very something percussive, bring down, you know how it works. Decay and release, same. Release is you know, this can be great during the break and during the build-up to augment the release as far as the SFX. But yeah, that's just to shape your sound, but also to add variation for during your track. And then the unison, which is kind of adding this dramatic effect. And I've put a bit of vibrato as well, as we are on the pitch modulation. I don't know if you have checked my video about dissonant effect, and I talk about that and how pitch can really affect your sound in a nice way. So I think I'll show you everything. Like I said, don't be shy to go inside and to modify some of the stuff. The resonance, like I said, the burst width. You can even add noise as well a little bit. Like for example, for the last brass sound, I add a little bit of noise inside, you know, to get this nice effect. Don't be shy to change the octave. You can even add another oscillator. It's really up to you. There is really a lot of possibility to do with that. And yeah, I hope you like it, guys. Thank you very much for watching and see you Wednesday. Bye, guys. Thank you.